the most effort recently into actively thinking about. So I think it would be good to kind of, I don't know, just make sure I'm on the right track there.
Yeah, I think that makes a ton of sense too, especially if it's been a point of focus lately. So,
Yeah.
one thing I want to I kind of ask about. So you mentioned that like now that you've mentioned that it's been it's been something that you've been putting effort into. I guess the one thing I'd be curious to know is like what parts of the matchup have you been like working on?
I think so. I've been working a lot on, I guess, neutral. I need to put a bit more time into making sure that, once I get the grab or whatever, I like can consistently do what I would like to do or what is in my head. But as far as like neutral, I don't know. I've just been working on like I think something that I was struggling with actually in the set that I sent you was like what kind of sparked this um
Mm-hmm.
kind of more intense thinking about the matchup is like I think I was just like not understanding the like spacing between us. I would just kind of let him dash dance. I would let the fox kind of dash dance on the other side of the stage without taking center stage and then wait for something to happen or go in with like some kind of approach that didn't really, make a whole lot of sense. And so I've been trying to like kind of vary the like horizontal spacing in between me and Fox because I feel like that's when like all my stuff starts to work. Like then the float fair, when it's mixed up with like double jump back fair and like slapdash, and then like taking space with nair. That's when like all that stuff seems to start to work. Is when I'm not like when I'm not letting Fox play the same spacing game over and over again.
Right. Okay, that all makes sense. So basically, yeah, like there's a lot of fake out. Like I feel like from Peach's end because she's pretty slow. Like there's a lot of fake outs that go into like creating the conditions for you to be in a spot where you can hit him on a play on the following play. You can't.
Hmm.
It's not like Marth or like Falcon where you can just kind of be somewhat direct about it. You can just kind of like jump over or dash over, and then like suddenly he's hittable, like during that actual
Yeah.
motion. Okay, that all makes sense. So let's take a look. So we're fighting Styrofoam here. We're starting on Battlefield. Makes sense. What do you think about this, like, about starting here?
Um, I I don't know. I think it's the stage that honestly I'm most comfortable with because I've just like played the most games on it lifetime and tournament because
Gotcha.
I've just,
Okay.
in the past just kind of agreed to go there. I also like the platform heights because it feels like once he's above like 50%, like the platform heights are really conducive to like getting good tech chase situations off of up throw.
Yeah, so talk to me about this, because I noticed that there's some hesitation here. Like, you have him, like, you have the knockdown, you have everything set up perfectly. So I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, I'm just curious, like, is this a, do you not recognize this as an opening, or is there something else, do you think there's something else going on?
No, I mean, like, I think I recognize it as an opening, like looking at it now. I think in
Mm-hmm.
the moment, um, I was probably expecting to get reversal there somehow, even though I know that's like sort of irrational.
Well, I think that like it depends on what you do, right? Like, so what do you think that Fox does on Wake Up there?
I'm expecting wake up shine.
Okay, so if you're expecting Wake Up Shine, I would say that like could does this wave dash necessarily make a ton of sense?
Um, I think it puts me in a lot of lag, so like there's no way to like follow up on anything if like let's say the shine misses.
Yeah, like if
I
you
don't
see
know.
if like if you were dash dancing there, for example,
Yeah.
like you're able to grab or dash. You're able to grab. You could do the double jump land thing into a hit. You could go for dash attack. Like you could FC aerial. Like you have a lot of things that you
Hmm.
can do out of dash dancing here at this closer no, at these closer spacings. Because that would also work
Yeah.
versus up tilt, right?
Hmm.
Whereas if you're like wave dashing back against up Fox's up tilt, I really don't think that you're able to get over there in time to like counter hit him in most cases. Because like up tilt's gonna end on 23 and your wave dash is gonna end on like on 15. So you only really have an 8 frame window, but you're then further away because you're like sliding away from him. So I feel like there's like it's a small thing. It's a small thing, but how often would you say you do this wave dash when you're managing somebody's wake up?
I would say pretty often. I also find that I like, yeah, actually, it's pretty common. I also find that I wave dash when I'm like in a lot of tech chase situations, and I've been told that that might not be the most effective thing for Peach. So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so like this is like it's and again like this is just like this is a relatively simple fix. Like you just have to find a
Yeah.
movement that like works more effectively for what Peach's tools are for this kind of spot.
Hmm.
This would make a ton of sense
So
this would make a ton of sense if you were playing Sheik, but like you're not. You're playing Peach, so
yeah,
you have to move a little differently.
yeah.
So what was your
So
question though?
yeah, like okay. So say he's knocked down in the corner. Here, am I dash dancing just like outside of the range of get up attack, and then just kind of like I don't know. It's kind of easy. It would be easy in this situation because like tech roll away isn't really a thing,
Yeah, absolutely.
or it's like a lot easier to follow up on. So I'm just am I all I'm worried about spacing wise is really get up attack in the moment, and then
I
just
mean,
kind of go from
I don't
there.
even know if I'd necessarily like worry about get up attack. Like, so here, like
I guess
let's play this back a little bit. So we hit them with this. So then let's see what you do. So you wave dash over. I don't mind that wave dash. I probably would have turned and dashed into it first though, or just turned and run over. Because if I run over, then I can like I can just I can run right here and crouch if I want to, which then takes the relevance of his get up attack completely out of the equation. Do you see what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So like from here going to here, I feel like it's almost like this initial wave dash to like set up the tech chase. I feel like it just didn't really do anything for you.
I think I'm relatively uncomfortable, and this is probably something I could put time into an Uncle Punch. It's just like I'm really uncomfortable like acting out of crouch. Um,
Oh well,
like if I needed to dash back here, I feel like I would often like walk and miss whatever, miss like tech roll in I guess.
okay. So you're saying so wait, in what part of it are you like are you or no, do you think that this would be awkward? Like after the dash after the down smash?
Um,
Cuz I'm saying that you
no,
could
so
so I'm saying like you just dash this way out of the like you just dash and enter
yeah,
run over here.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so but then like what once I'm dashing and then I'm crouching right there, right?
Mhm.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I think like okay, so say I do that and then he tech rolls in. I feel uncomfortable, like not in like in an emotional way. I just feel uh not confident in my ability to like turn around and punish off of like out of crouch.
Oh, I see. So like if you're like crouching here and he rolls through you, you're not sure you'll be able to like.
Hmm.
Okay, well, wonderful thing about her down smash hits both sides of you. So you just spit that, you just
Yeah,
rip it and pull him back towards the edge.
true.
Because like if because he has two options there at that point, right? Like he either di's up and then flies off stage, and you're fine with that, or he holds down
Mhm.
to get the double hit and like takes more damage, and you're also probably fine with that because then you have like a 60 damage punish, and you like that's ended with with a tech chase. Probably you're probably not going to hit that tech chase if they do the proper DI on like to get double hit and flung across the stage. But you've also
Sure.
done like
Yeah.
70 damage with your punish. So like this is not the end of this is not the end of the
Yeah.
world.
It certainly it certainly isn't. It certainly isn't.
Yeah, if we said that
Okay.
like Fox is at like 66 coming out of this and he's in a knockdown somewhere over here that we can't directly follow up on, but that we can set up on. And like
Yeah.
he could easily throw too. Like that's the thing. Like if he
Mhm.
techs in place here and like we're running over, we can still weak hit dash attack him in most cases anyway. So like he
Yeah.
has to like he's accepting the corner and barely not getting hit at and like 66 damage, or he's like accepting even more punishment. Like yeah, we're good. We're happy. You could
Yeah.
that's also a point where so you're saying you're not comfortable moving back out of crouches. What usually happens? You get like walk or something?
Yeah, I'll usually get walk. I actually find that it happens. It's not even just specifically dash back. I just actually and like it's something that I put into my like tech skill routine. It's just like dashing out of crouch in general. I feel like I get walk like a lot.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, like, one way you could do it is you could buffer walk for one frame to, like, the left, and then just go, and then dash to the right.
hmm I just try like in my head it's just like a quarter circle, and I'm just trying to do that as quick as possible. But is there like should I be like letting the stick reset to neutral kind of ish, or going like in a more direct path rather than along the like the
Uh,
edge of the whatever that's called, the gate?
yeah, so, like, the way that I kind of learned it long ago was, like, so if this is the control stick gate, I know it's technically an octagon, like, don't worry about it. The way I
I
kind of
know.
learned it.
Mine is basically a circle. Mine is basically a circle anyway.
Okay, cool. So the way I kind of learned it was that, like, when you hold down, you kind of move the stick into like into like this area, like, preemptively, and then, like, what you're
Mhm.
doing is that then if you see them kind of going across, then you're just basically going to, like, this spot, sort of.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because,
Okay.
like, the window for going forward is, like, more lenient anyway. What you want to do
Yeah.
is, like, you're basically, like, if this is technically an octagon, like, that's how the game recognizes inputs. So, like, what you're
Right.
trying to do is you're trying not to go past, like, this point or something, because then
Okay.
that is going to
Right.
like, enter walk. I forget the exact mechanics, but there's, like, the actually, give me 2 seconds. I want to see if I have the stick map for this. I don't think I do. Okay, not. If I find it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But, like,
Sounds
basically,
good.
there's a point. It's help. You're basically trying to prevent it from going past, like, this point, or so. Like, it's something around this
hmm
area. It's like something in this general vicinity. So, like, it just happens that this coordinate here is, like, kind of no, like, this spot around the gate is kind of useful. Then you just head over there.
Yeah. And even if you undershoot it a little bit, it's still similarly like useful, I feel like, to be there
Yeah, exactly.
or closer.
And in this spot specifically, it doesn't really matter. Like, if you're, like, slightly slower on the away, because he's so close to you anyhow. Because this
Yeah.
is getting this, like, the real dynamic of this situation, the real magic of this spot, in my opinion, is that this whole area is getting eaten by, like, the tech roll, like, this whole tech roll away area, or, like, no tech, or, like, wake up roll away, is getting, like, shrunk down to, like, this much distance, which is why this is so good.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's super easy. It's so good for Peach.
Yeah, so, like, there's no roll away of any kind, really. That's, like, that's so
Yeah.
this is why this is such a power position. So I think that, like, the big thing here is just, like, using your movement, like, using the most appropriate movement for, like, the task at hand.
hmm
Yeah.
I feel like I need to drill into my brain to like the run over and crouch thing, because I feel like I never am doing that. I'm either trying to like I'll guess and cover like one option with or a wave dash like I did here.
Yeah, so something cool about Triff is that I forget who cited this, but I was reading on the Peach Cord that, like, apparently he didn't use, like, a single friggin' wave dash in, like, all of Grands. Like, he had wave lands, he had double jump lands, but, like,
Yeah.
not a wave dash. And honestly, real talk, when I think about how she moves and, like, what the frame data looks like, it honestly makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, what do you realistically, like, I just don't see what she's giving up, really, by, like, by double jump landing. It just seems like dash double jump wave land is, like, almost more efficient.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. I think it is good. I would say like the one exception is like I don't know. I feel like out of
Yeah, I even
field
see you
wave
doing
dash
them
can
here,
be good a
like,
lot.
yeah, when
Yeah.
you're moving over here, like, I'm pretty sure, yep.
Yeah. I do that a lot. It's really nice to just be able to like instantly, instead of wave dashing down, I'll just do that.
Why not down throw?
Here?
Yeah.
I just figure I can't cover anything at that stage. Like if I would only down throw if I was like under like the center of the platform, and that's when I would pick down throw, I think. Maybe.
Where does down
And
throw
I
put...
honestly I probably would pick up throw there anyway. Yeah.
Really? I think I think down throw here is amazing. Why don't you like it?
I mean, objectively, I see where you're coming from. I think.
Like, yeah,
Well,
like,
actually, I don't.
Because
I don't know.
he goes here, 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 right?
Yeah.
So then you just re-grab him.
Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about the.
No, I'm talking about the one on the platform, not the one on the floor.
Got it.
You can see
That's
this,
where
right?
I was confused.
You can see like
Yeah,
the
I can see
diagram.
that.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I was confused for a moment, but I gotcha.
Yeah.
No, why not down throw? I guess I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure exactly when he is able to DI in a way where he doesn't land on the platform.
That seems important to know.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let's find that out. So
Sure.
Peach down throw on Fox. Okay, this looks good. So Peach down throw on Fox. We'll do here. This is fine. So let's have him do this, and let's have him go to, because like we're throwing him pretty high percent. So let's see how long we got. So long time.
Long time.
Yeah, I don't know if this is accurate to like where they actually come out, because like has snap to surfaces. I don't know if it's like supposed to be like set technically like up here, for example. I think that it probably makes sense that it is like this because he does kind of get ground bounced. So I think this one is accurate, but like the point is like he's stuck on that platform for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so
I feel like I never down throw.
Well, what if you do?
I should start down throwing.
Yeah, because you can see the benefit here. Like he can't go through. He literally cannot go through Peach on this throw. So like, if he's just like, if we just like loop him by like, we can just like force him to attack over and over and over again on this platform. Because if he rolls to the edge, he would just do it the other way. Like it's just
right.
So this I think is like, I think that down throwing him to keep, like I do think at some point we want to up throw him up here, and then like and then like kill him. But like I think it's later. What does your gut say would be like a good percentage for you to like switch to like up throw?
It's gonna be like whenever the percent that it's like you have time to basically cover everything by just like full hopping and then double jumping to catch the rolls. So probably like if he DIs to the platform, probably like 105 would be a guess. That's like a sort of just a total guess, but
I like that you have a method there, because a lot of times when I ask people stuff like that, they don't really have like an actual reason. They're just like, this just like feels about right. I would actually say, I would say that I agree with you generally speaking. The other consideration I would probably have is like at what point can we, like if we grab him out of his tech in place here, right? Because like him DIing, like if we grab him out of the middle of the platform or close to the middle of the platform here, I would say it's based mainly on like when he starts teching in place. So like remember he's gonna go through us on this, right? So he's gonna go here, here. So I would say it's like does his tech in place cause him to have the ability, like if he goes over here and we have to turn around and grab him, then like when does up throw put him onto this top platform? Because we can't because we're currently Peach is currently aligned like this basically, like she's facing this way, but like if she has to grab him over here and turn around for this, then she's suddenly facing this way.
Yeah.
So then then like the trajectories are all then mirrored, right? So he's gonna go here, here, here. So we have to up throw him at this point.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's just until he tells us we have to do something differently.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does this make sense?
Yeah. That does make sense.
Hell yeah. You can, and there's other ways you can do this combo too. Like you could also like you have options with like dash attack, reverse hit, dash attack. You've got down tilt, read. You've got FC Nair stuff. You can just down smash and cover the platform. You've got like a ton of things you can do. Love that up smash. Great choice.
Yeah, it doesn't kill though.
Ooh, he was so. What were we doing here with the edge guard? Okay, a lot of... Yeah, well, okay, talk me through this phase. So, like, we have a jumpless Fox. So what?
Yeah. We have a jumpless Fox. Okay, so
help me
situa-
help me path his demise. Like, how do we cover things?
okay, I feel like because I've up smashed him there, and even though he has a jump, because he's not really that far towards like the side blast zone, he still has like a lot of options. So that's why I'm heading over to the side plat, because I'm like I'm thinking like, okay, well, I can still get to top platform, and I'm like kind of actually, you know what? All that functionally does is just force him to go to ledge. So I don't know.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So we just hit a pretty good up smash. Like this is objectively a pretty good hit. I think what did he do? How did we get this? So he doesn't have a jump. So because we anti-aired him out of his double jump attempt to go around us. So so my question here is, if we go here, if we go like closer to here, could we use the turnip as a way to potentially like hit him for falling to the edge?
Yeah, the turnip. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, how would we do the movement here? Like, what makes sense? Because I think that like we have a few considerations. Because he's Fox, he could theoretically like shine the turnip back at us. Does that matter? Like the question here though is like, does that matter? Okay, why not?
I don't think so, because he's made he's suspending himself in the air, and like I'm not gonna get hit by the by the reflected turnip.
Well, what if we're hitting? Well, it depends on where we're trying to hit him with it, right? Like, what if we're on the ground here and we're throwing it at him as he's falling? Does the turnip knock us down if it's reflected?
No, not right now.
Got it. So this is a checkmate then. So like, if we throw the turnip at him as he's falling to the edge, and we ASDI down during after releasing, and it doesn't knock us over, the instant he shines us, we just float Nair forward, and he's dead. Or we dash attack soft hit forward, and he's also dead. Or we F smash, and he's still very, very dead.
Yeah.
So like we have a guaranteed kill here, basically.
Okay.
As long as the turnip comes back at us and we don't get knocked over, we have a guaranteed kill. So that makes sense as a thing to play for. What if we were at 50 though? Because I think the turnip reflected with the boosted power will knock us over at that point. So like, or what if this was a dot? Like, what if this was a dot eye?
Yeah, sure.
So what are your thoughts then? Like, we have to kind of structure the movement differently, don't we?
Yeah. Maybe.
I know this is a bit of a weird puzzle, but I hope. Are you finding this beneficial?
Yeah, I think so. I would rather him be. Okay, so I guess when I'm looking at this like whole situation, like when I remember this in bracket. I remember hitting him with this up smash, and I was like, why did I up smash? That just like sent him, like, even though he doesn't have a jump, like I've sent him to a place where he can recover, and I can't really cover everything.
But you're learning you can.
But I'm learning I can. So that's why I feel it's beneficial.
Yeah.
I actually don't really know what I would do if I could get knocked down by the turnip, though.
Then maybe we shouldn't use the turnip then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if we don't have the turnip, what's the best move for covering him falling to the edge like this?
Probably Nair.
Yeah, Nair would be high on my list. What do you think about dash attack?
Oh,
because we're trying to hit the hands, right? Like the soft hit. We're just trying to like shove him.
Yeah, the push. Yeah. I think that's fine. That would be a good choice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sensing some hesitation. Why don't you like the dash attack as much?
No, I actually the dash attack I think is fine at this %. I think if I'm thinking of like, let's say he was in a very similar we were in a very similar situation. He was like, not well. He doesn't have a jump though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like,
I think I would. Yeah. And dash attack's gonna be faster.
It also hangs over the edge more without us having to like actually like be over the edge.
Yeah.
So we can kind of like
I see.
So we can cover like here in case he starts like drifting forward
Yeah.
or like illusions or something. So we can like be more on stage with it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah.
So I would say what is the job of the turnip then if we are not using it down here? Like if we have the turnip, where do you think we should be using it? Because we have like he could recover like here if he really wanted to, and that would be a problem for us.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm probably maybe throw it upwards to kind of wall him off.
Yeah, or maybe we hop up here and throw it at this angle. See what I mean?
Okay.
Hop up here, throw it at a high angle to stop him from being able to fall into these areas. So it's
And if I do that, can I still get down there to cover ledge with the dash attack?
I think so. Like, take a look at how you move. So you use this like fall through double jump thing, but I'm thinking we like jump up here, wave land, like jump up here, double jump forward, wave land, like throw it like under him basically, and then like head down.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we learned the solution to a puzzle.
Yeah.
And now we are more equipped to kill Fox, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have to be dealing with all this crap.
Yeah, we would be like we wouldn't have taken like a bunch of damage. Okay, good F through. Okay, good.
Ooh.
Was that an air or a bear? I feel like probably a bear.
That was an air.
Oh no, you don't back air there.
I should. I think I would have. I think actually Nair's probably a misinput here because I was probably fumbling and like I think I would imagine because I feel like this has happened to me before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't totally remember, but I think I probably went for the bear and my finger did not get to like I probably missed the C stick and then I probably panicked and just hit A.
Oh, if that's the case, good recovery. Like, cause yeah, sometimes the input doesn't come out the way we want it. I have a feeling you probably input like sooner. Like you probably like did it while.
Yeah.
That's okay then.
That makes sense too. Yeah.
So talk to me through like what's going on here. So what's your plan with this like interaction?
Okay. So I'm kind of just. I'm trying to bait him into approaching me on the ground with that double jump, I guess. With that double jump back.
Yeah, but like, in big picture, what is Peach's goal here? Like, what does Peach want when she has a one-stock lead on Fox? With any percent?
At this percent, we're just getting percent, because up smash is definitely going to kill. So, yeah, we're just like, we're getting as much percent as we can.
Okay, and what moves does Fox have that are threats to Peach's existence right now?
Definitely up smash is the biggest one.
Okay, so does it make sense? So, and what are the other ones?
I don't think up air kills here. I can't remember.
Well, he could up throw up air, but that's not true. Like, you know the counter.
Yeah, that's
right?
Yeah.
So grab isn't a problem, but up smash is a problem. So does it make sense for us to be swinging, like swinging so much with like?
It does not.
Yeah. So maybe this is like if you were trying to like if you were trying to like do this play over again, what would you think we would do after like the what do you think we would do after the double jump fake? I actually really like the fair you do here. I think this is a good fair. It doesn't hit him, but like the position makes sense. Like if you get this on this nair coming in, like it does a lot. So once you're in the corner here, what do you think makes a lot of sense?
I'm probably like reacting to any like approaches with shields, like just to make sure that I'm safe from up smash. And then I probably would just like try to slowly take space but grounded. Like I would probably dash dance and slowly start to work my way out of the corner.
Yep, subfloat nair could make... I would say that if that's the logic, subfloat nair or bear could make a ton of sense too. Because they kind of like allow you the flexibility of being able to approach a little bit, because he's just wave dashed away, right?
Yeah.
So if we like come forward with like a subfloat nair or bear, like turn around subfloat nair or bear, like subfloat bear or nair, whatever, we're able to like enter shield really quickly from the end lag of that. So if he tries to like punish those aerials, you know, you're now in a prime position to be able to take like tons of damage on this.
I'm never thinking about subfloat in the context of being on the ground faster to shield. That's interesting. I haven't thought about that. That makes sense though.
Yeah,
I
because
always am like thinking about it to ASDI down, but that makes sense.
yeah, so like this could, and like we don't really care if we get hit by, like, normally the weakness of subfloat is that, like, you know, if you get hit out of it and you don't snap to the ground for some reason, you know, it is more risky because you don't have your jump and stuff like that. But like if we don't get, if in those conditions against Fox here, if we get hit like that, we're dead anyways. So like it's really not making a difference in the worst case scenario. Like either he up smashed us or he didn't. So yeah, because everything else is just gonna be like kind of whatever. So yeah, I would say that that's the other nice thing here is, like, I think it's pretty reasonable for him after that aerial to like turn around and shield, right? Like after he misses here, I think that him turning around and blocking to like soak up that dash attack so then he can revenge kill with up smash, I think that makes a ton of sense. So subfloat aerial also winds up being quite good versus shield as a possible solution to him here.
Yeah. I think I like feel pretty confident in my ability to get like good you know, aerial shield pressure. I do feel like I like miss a lot of opportunities for it though. Like I feel like I'll like when I'm actually playing in real time, it's difficult. Like I feel like my brain isn't trained to like see a shield and immediately like react with aerial on shield.
Gotcha.
I don't know necessarily how to fix that, but that's something that I've been thinking about.
Let's keep an eye out for that one. Let's keep an eye out for that one going forward though. So like I'm just gonna grab this image and we'll just send this through just so we have like a reference to that. But like let's see if it, like when he blocks, let's actually like take a look at what we could do instead, like how we could like set up a better fight situation. Minor thing, I noticed that we got hit out of the group. I noticed we got hit by a nair at like very low percent and we were not holding down. This is like a super small thing, but like it really is important to be ASDIing down on these.
That'll probably be a theme. I feel like I should be always ready to hold down, and I'm not always ready to hold down.
You play on controller, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, like, do you claw anything or no?
So, I do claw a lot.
Okay, well, I would say that like on like when you're doing like wave dashes or like other like movements like this, if you're clawing anyway, like you could just be holding C stick down during this. And then that's just a double flick, right? Like if you see you get hit, you let go and go. You let go and go again, or you just move your other, or you put your other finger into like the Z button for CC grab. Like this, yeah.
In a situation where I'm not clawing, like what would be your suggestion? If I were to do this be in the same situation, but I'm not clawing.
Okay, so I just wave dashed forward. I'd probably just like slide my control stick. I'd probably slide my control stick down, or try to like do down forward. I'm not sure like what you were doing after the wave dash though, which is why it's difficult to kind of comment on that. Yeah. I would say though that like if you're not using your thumb for anything on your next play right away, I would say that C sticking down is generally quite good.
Okay. Yeah. I will. I'm gonna get that like drilled into my brain. I think that back throw is a misinput.
Gotcha.
That is something that I will do.
Interesting. So why back air here? Like you get the up throw. This is a great up throw up air.
Wasn't sure that I could get anything else.
If you have time to back air, you have time to up air.
Yeah, you're right. But okay, so I guess up air puts me in a better position for sure. Definitely.
Well, yeah, because you're full hop up airing like going backwards, right? So like you're just landing on this top platform with him. If he DIs the up air over here, you can probably like full hop and aerial him. Like you can probably like dash jump full hop aerial him. If he DIs in, then yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
I think that's the logic for me.
Okay.
Like I feel like if we're already hitting him up one platform and we're in range to like hit him with like a full hop aerial, unless the second full hop aerial unless the second full hop up air like takes that away from us, we probably should just go for it. If we can't get the second aerial, I would almost say that, like, here. So, like, let's look at how you do this. So if we're not going to do, if we're going to do full hop, if we're not going to do full hop up here this way, I would say that at least, at the very least, we probably want to hit him, like, I would be trying to hit him, like, I would be trying to, like, hit him with a soft hit aerial. I'm going this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but basically greedy. I think like a big thing I'm noticing though is greedier. We want to be a little greedier when we have our punishes, because like there's here we go. Okay, so this is a spot. This is a spot.
Yeah, that's a spot. I noticed it before you even said it.
Yeah. Okay. So what is this? What are you trying to accomplish with this bear? Like, what's the plan with this back air? Oh wait. Slippy sometimes gets screwed when there's items on. Okay, so we have this.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the plan from here on out with this float aerial?
That float aerial, I think I'm protecting myself while floating forward, and that's really all the thought I can think would have been behind that, to be honest, which is
Yeah, so I think that like this situation looked like a good one for us to look for like subfloat aerial, but the problem is that we're staying in the float too long. Do you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's already gotten into like grab the edge off this turnip throw, and I think we have to abort mission and set up a new like a more flexible like spot. Like a more flexible stance, because right now we're in the air. We're able to play for our float back air, or float near or whatever. But like he's already grabbed the edge. If he ledge dashes on, like, or even if he just ledge hop nares us or something when we get close to him, like we're not really in a position to be able. We're not really able to contest either of those things. So I think. So what do you think would have made more sense here?
Let's see. I'm thinking I'm probably want to either, like, assuming he's going to ledge dash here, which I think is very likely, we're trying to either get behind them or just kind of hold space by dash dancing, like, basically right where I am and, like, slightly backwards.
Yeah, I would say that those both make a ton of sense. And which one do you think is easier? Which one do you think is more achievable right now?
Right now, probably dash dancing right where I am.
Yeah. So I would say that like you want to either finish here, like you said, which is like behind ledge dash. No, behind LD. Or here, which is just DD and DD/hold position, hold center.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is really like one field of control that you have, and this is the other one.
Yeah.
And I think that like I personally like the one on A more, just because I think that like having dash dance space here is like quite good versus Fox.
Yeah.
But I think that like either A or B. Like the one thing we don't want to do is you don't want to like commit to a hit that we don't have.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. This guy hasn't really shielded all that much, I'm noticing. Ooh, this is a good example of like that movement thing we're talking about. So we wave dash back, and it looks like you're not confident in the punish that you've created. So then you do additional movement to like.
Yeah, I could have just down smashed there.
Yeah, down smash big.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same idea. I think you need more confidence in your hits, because like this, one, like you like we spent a lot of time here. I feel like getting into position for this one, with that wave dash and such, like to turn around. What's a faster way? Like I think we like. What do you think this is a speed thing? Do you think this is like what do you think what do you think happens here? Because like you spend a lot of time turning around. We don't really float at him aggressively. Like what do you think is going on here?
I definitely don't think I need to turn around. I think that's a bad habit. I think the like reasoning behind it that I've had success with in the past is that back air is just like a nice big hitbox to like cover lots of upbeat angles.
Yeah,
But here,
I like the turnaround here personally, but explain your
okay.
reasoning.
Um, I don't think I need to turn around because one, I feel like I'm sacrificing my access to like down air. Although I guess you could do it back. I don't know. I don't think that works. Does it work?
Does what
If you
work?
down air backwards to cover side B, let's say I down aired here, but I'm turned
Oh,
around.
so the reason I like turning around is I don't think he can make it back on stage with his side B. Like if he goes the full distance.
So I could just wave dash to ledge. Is that the idea?
Well, we can float, and if he
Mm,
like,
yeah.
we can float, and if he's above the stage line, then we can back air him. We can just like go towards him and back air, and if he's below the
Oh, I
stage line,
see.
then we grab the edge.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That
like
makes
we're
sense.
yeah, so like we're positioned to be able to like from by turning around, if we're like here, like to me this is a proximity thing. It's just
Yeah.
like if we move Peach from her current position, which is like here basically, if we move her
Hmm.
like here, all of a sudden this play is amazing.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think that's a speed thing. I think I'm just nervous to float over the edge like that.
Okay, so how do we make you not nervous to do that? Like
I don't
how do we
know.
overcome that nervousness?
Well, I think going through it like this and just understanding that it's like definitely good helps. Like it will um
Mm-hmm.
give me more confidence to go for that. I guess I don't even know what I'm really scared of there because it's definitely not like the side B is not going to clip me.
Yeah.
It's not Falco anyway.
Well, the thing is, so do
um,
you know how their side B hitboxes work? Like, do you know like where they start?
I don't think I do. No.
Okay, so this is actually this is cool. I get to flex some melee knowledge. So this is Fox here, and then his side B hitbox will be this yellow thing. It's basically like a box or like I'll make it a circle for hitbox. So like it's a circle that starts behind him, and then during the animation it rushes to catch up with him.
Mhm.
But it never actually goes in front of him. The most it ever does is like reach him. So like it could be a circle
Yeah.
that like it can be like up to like here, but like it never actually goes in front of him. So the significance of
Okay.
the significance of that is that if you do your move early, it should only ever assuming that you're like assuming you do your move early. The most that should ever happen with a side B hitbox, assuming your back air is out at the same time as his move, it should clank, but it should never lose.
Okay.
Because like your
Okay.
back air is basically here, right? So if this is
Yeah.
making contact with him, with a part of him that also has the hitbox out, I think that the game will prioritize the hitbox first. But like, so you'll clank, but you won't like actually get hit. So
Yeah.
so basically, just do move earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this situation, I guess if I'm going to put it out, like try to get it out, the hitbox out early. I guess no. I'm still reacting to the okay, just because I want to make sure that like say he was slightly lower and going for a ledge like below the stage line.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I put the backer out, do I want to be putting the backer out early enough so that I could also grab ledge if I realize oh he's low, or do I want to just like obviously like maybe just not do the back air
I think you want to
and just
not.
kind of react to this spacing?
I think you want to not do the back air, but like there's still ways that you can kind of have it both. There's still ways because you're Peach where you can still like potentially have it both ways. Like you could like if you're still a little bit more on
Good
stage,
land.
like yeah, land and then grab edge out of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would say that in general you want to not do the back air in that case, but like there's no one size fits all solution. Like people have different reaction
Yeah.
times, so like I would just try to like experiment with different methods and see what feels comfortable. In general, though, I think that reacting to the ding is still fine.
Okay.
Like
Oh god, I hate that.
oh, what do you hate?
I hate that I used all my resources right away.
Oh, okay. So like here, basically, when he
I feel like why did I have to both use my double jump and float at the same time? I feel like I'm asking to get hit and then not have any resources and have to help
yeah.
you.
So like here's one question I'd have here is like if you double jump, like you're double jumping towards Fox, but what do you think happens if you double jump away from Fox?
Nothing really. I just kind of gain the height
Yeah,
because
if you want it.
he can't get to me. Yeah, if I want it, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's like maybe that's a simple adjustment we can make because like I feel
Mhm.
like that at the very least, like because I get unintentionally double jumping because you were just like held an up input or something. Like I get that that's a thing that sometimes happens, but like I feel like if we make it a point to double jump away from him instead of towards him, then like we're just more equipped to be able to like we could probably go to like here basically with impunity. He's already committed
Yeah,
to this full hop in place, so it doesn't really make a ton of sense for us to move into his territory anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like does this happen in any other matchups of yours? Like
Where I
where you burn your resources on
um,
like a double jump forward into float.
yes, it does. It definitely does.
Okay, so this would be a big adjustment then. Because like this could be
Yeah,
impactful elsewhere. Because if you're suddenly able to recover, like if you're recovering from here versus from here, like this, like one of these is much better in my opinion than the other.
yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be simple. Okay, so just double jump away. That
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
Well, low key, I think that one of the biggest innovations that's come from Peach, and this is just like a small tangent, but like I think that like what Triff has done that's kind of revolutionized, like Triff and to a slightly lesser degree Laud, I think that they're just kind of more in touch with her double jump. Like how you like her double jump is actually like
Mhm.
low key really good at a lot of things double jumps are not normally good at. And I think that those two use it like really well. Like Triff with his like movement, Laud with his like DJC. Laud's DJC turnip throws are insane. They're so good. Um,
Yeah.
but like I think that like the moment using the fact that she can momentum shift so effectively in aerial combat and like to like get angles that you don't think that she's capable of or like take positions like that's really like kind of the benefit of slapdashing too somewhat, right?
Right.
And I feel like those two in particular do a really great job of it. I see what you went for there. So just to confirm, this was an attempted double jump land.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I was gonna double jump land in shield.
I see. Gotcha. So why not full hop up here?
Uh,
Like what move do you think that you get out of a double jump landing and shield that you don't get out of up airing?
Probably grab is what I'm thinking.
Okay, I could see the benefit of grab. Like you're basically like because you do the thing that we talked
Yeah.
about earlier and trap him on the platform here. But do you think that you can't up air him out of like you don't think you can grab into like up air into grab here?
Now like looking back, recognizing the percent that he's at, yeah, that you can definitely do that.
Yeah. So there's one thing. There's like so there's a concept I think with comboing that's like somewhat important in this particular spot, and it has to do with like what options we give our opponent. So when we grab somebody, Peach's up throw basically has about a 90-degree trajectory, if I'm not mistaken. Like, does that sound right to you? Or
Sorry, say that one more time.
Peach's up throw basically goes straight up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
So I'm just like I feel like if we can, I feel like one of the things. So do you think the fox is holding in, or do you think he's holding away here?
Um, so like right now, I just
Yeah.
oh, okay. So like say I shielded him and got a grab on the platform. Is that the situation?
Yeah.
I think he's probably gonna hold in to get to top plat, probably.
Okay.
That's my thought.
That makes a ton of sense. So one thing I kind of want to point out here is you're able like you can do similar follow-ups either way because like the purple one here is if you were like up throwing him, and this blue one is if you were hitting the up air. But you'll notice that like after you hit the up air, he like spends a lot more. There's a lot more hang time for you to work with compared to when you like grab him. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So what I'm,
Okay.
and I think that like, I think that because of that, it's possible that he like if he holds up and like and it as you know it's as if he holds anything else like if he holds Like, if he's holding any other direction, like, or not DIing, like, we can see that this improves pretty tremendously for the up air as well. Whereas I think the up air, like, is kind of, like, static in term... Like, the up throw is kind of static in what it gives us. I feel like... I almost wonder, does the up air give us more on average? And I don't know the answer to that. But I feel like... I don't know if, like... I don't know how we, like, manage, like, the chasing the DI away here. Like, that would be, like,
I think if I make sure to hit him on, like, the right side of his body, then it becomes a bit easier.
Okay.
I think, because that limits the, like, trajectory of DI away, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Because if you hit on the right side of him, then this is what DI away becomes.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he holds he holds on DI in, then he just goes to the other platform basically, because he's gonna fly from here to here.
Okay, and is that actually? I didn't even really think about that. Is that like if he DIs all the way to the other platform, am I getting anything off of that?
You could probably like float across and nair him or something, or like tech chase him still.
Okay, yeah.
I guess we'd also have to like factor in ASDI up, because he could. Well, actually no, it would be ASDI side if he's holding all the way to side. I feel like any kind of like in any kind of DI direction that isn't like. Any other DI direction is just going to result in him that isn't full side is just going to cause him to hit the platform anyway, like the top platform. Yeah. So, yeah, actually that's a good call. Hitting him on his right side here actually seems super good.
Okay.
And you're clearly able to do it. Like this is just like the difference between jumping and dash jumping.
Oh yeah, certainly.
It's interesting how we don't actually hit the opponent away from the stage as much as we used to. Because, like, it's actually better to keep them on stage. Like, we do overall want to, but, like, we actually keep them on stage, like, a lot more. And I find there's something kind of cool about that.
Yeah, it is cool. I think that it's probably just because recovery's gotten so much better, I would assume.
Yeah. Let's look at this Yoshi story game, I think. Like with our remaining time, and then I want to see if we have similar things. I want to see if we have similar things that come up in this last game to like what we've gone over. Overall, though, like how have you found this? Like have you like what have you learned anything? Has this been helpful? Like what are your I just want to kind of touch base to make sure that we haven't like wasted like your time or anything like that.
No. I think this is helpful. I think I'm considering like watching this back. I'm considering like a lot of things that I would not have considered. Problems the first time. So no, definitely helpful.
Nice. So like what are some things that you found that you kind of considered the first time you watched it?
I think I took notes. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I wrote I have a chart here with two columns. One is labeled good and the other is bad. In the bad column I have dash attack grounded fox at 0. Oh, I did that at some point in this set probably, in a place where he was definitely going to be holding down. Let's see. I think... Oh, yeah, I noticed that, like, when I'm in, like, that, like, kind of mid, high-ish float height, I noticed that when I would, like, come down with back air, I would come down with back air at, like, relatively low percents and drift into it, so it just felt very easy for him to punish that. And then I said, like, work on tech chasing on platforms, and... edge guarding when fox up moves above the ledge. Oh, I think I missed some. Like I was having trouble with some. I think.
Yeah. So
those were the things I wrote down. Yeah.
Okay. So something I want to point out here. This is another situation. That's kind of similar to the one we had earlier, where it's like the Wavedash really like locks us out of like what we want to be able to do. So like here, so you get this like great like this one's fine. But here, this one. So, after you hit this dash attack, you then wave dash back towards him. And, like...
Yeah.
The question I have here is, Are either of these, like, because I have been, like, touting, you know, the benefits of double jump landing. Are either of these plays less effective or ineffective if we double jump landed instead of wave dashing?
No, I don't think so.
Could that be, like, because, like, with this one, we would just get in closer and then do it, or we'd, like, stop here and then have to, like, dash dance or wait or something. But, like, we're still actionable. We haven't lost anything. And then on this one, it's just like we turn, and then we'd be like double jump landing this way, and then we're positioned to be able to like we're still positioned to be able to like cover everything essentially.
I don't even know if I have to double jump land at all in that situation. I think I just like
you're right, because you can just run over to the other side.
Stand there or run there.
Yeah, like, I actually think that, like, what this Wavedash is doing, it's actually pretty clever, because you're moving over to this side of him in case he tech rolls over here, I think, which I think makes a ton of sense, because the tech roll to the edge here is going to be eaten by the edge. So, like, that actually, the vision is good. I'm just thinking that, like, if we do this with, run over here, and then he rolls to the edge, then we can, quickly, like, double jump land. Like, then we can quickly, like, you know, double jump land back or something like that. And then, yeah.
No, that totally makes sense. And then if I'm on the other side of him, and let's say I get the grab on that tech in, then it's like I don't know, he's in a really bad spot.
Yeah, like, he probably just explodes, like, and we're happy because we just killed Fox, like.
Yeah.
Wonderful world. So you know what? Maybe that's a simple like adjustment. Like, let's try to rely more on our run. Like, as in practice when you're doing your punishes, try to rely on your double jump land and your run into like running crouch into like, you know, running crouch into dash dance. Like, basically, like, we're going to try to find alternatives for wave dashing.
Yeah. That's, I think, would be a great goal.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to write that down I'm going to start making key takeaways. And as we watch this, like, if you see anything else that jumps out at you, please let me know. But yeah, key takeaways: punish, refinement, and we'll say try to find alternatives for wave dash during on-stage tech chases. E.g. DJL, run to crouch, dash dance, run to crouch to dash back / dash dance, etc.
Oops. Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. So he's at 87. You're at 87. Oh, high percents. High. Peach at high percent. Focus more on baiting. Big hit. Actually using shield and sub float sub float or float fair into shield to prey on Fox's weakness of not having a good grab KO to punish goal is to punish up smashes. The goal is to bait shield pressure and or do smashes that we can punish.
Yeah.
So that's another one that's pretty key. Cause I feel like we're losing a lot of, cause your defense against these like grabs has been pretty good in general. So I feel like you're doing one of the most important parts of the matchup really well. It's just we're not getting as much value out of it because we're not playing to it more. Like,
yeah, I feel like it's like I know that I shouldn't be scared of grab, but I guess I'm not leveraging that by I guess playing around it. That makes sense.
Yeah, like right now you're doing such a great job. Like, this is so good. Like, this is actually so sick. I think that in general, the other thing I notice here is like we're not really super comfortable with using our up air. Like,
Yeah, no, I have noticed that. Actually, I was talking about that. I was talking about that this weekend. I went to Fight Pit, and I was talking about that with Polish. Um, yeah, no, I actually did. I got to play Polish this weekend. Very fun.
hell yeah, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah,
So let me
I
ask you: at this percent,
I
is
think
this
I
a grab
was.
or an up air?
Mm, well, no, I think why not? Why not grab?
Or is it
I
reverse hit
guess.
dash attack?
Hmm. Reverse hit dash attack.
Yeah, so like,
As in, like, run further and then come back.
well, so what you do is you can kind of like cross up with it.
Okay. Gotcha. So you hit like yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like she
So you
has
get the top, like, say I'm dash attacking towards the center of the stage from that position. I'm trying to get the like top, like, left corner of that strong circle of the hitbox.
yeah, exactly. So then they go like if they're DIing away, they go like if they DI away, they get popped up. If they DI through you, they go through you more.
Okay, yeah.
So I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna actually flag that one. So like let's actually let's also do punish refinement 2, and we'll say like punish refinement 2, and we'll how we'll do this one is how do we word this? What side matters? Side matters. Side matters. Try to bracket. Try to experiment. Yeah, experiment with hitting. With what side of the dash attack strong hit, and UAir strong. And UAir hitboxes we connect on. What side of Fox? What side of the dash attack strong hit and up air hitboxes we connect on the opponent? And what side of that? And what side of them we hit on?
Yeah.
Goal is to be more aware. More aware of when we can go for grab, uair, and dash attack in punishes. More aware. More accurate. Or more, yeah, it's really an accuracy. More accurate with when we can go for blah 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 blah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a very straightforward thing to practice too. That's nice.
Yeah. And then last thing is, I know we didn't get to sub float, but I'm still gonna call it out. Like, I know we didn't find a good example, but yeah, like shield pressure. You mentioned that you don't really go for sub float. That you don't really go for sub floats all that much. It's a recognition.
When I'm at
right?
higher percent, when I'm at higher percent, I generally am like, okay, well, I'm not gonna really get ASDI down off of anything here. So I just don't think about subfloating.
Gotcha. So subfloat. So maybe this is how would we say this? Subfloat. Subfloat. Perspective, I guess. Perspective shift, I guess, or expansion, I guess. Yeah. I suppose, because it's like subfloat. Yeah. Subfloats. Subfloats aren't just for ASDIing down. They also help us reach the floor. Faster in general. This is valuable for shield pressure and for entering landings sooner. Another really cool thing for them is, by the way, is using them in edge guards. Because, like, actually, that's a good one to flag too. Illusions. Do attack. No, illusions. No, illusion hitbox catches. Hitbox catches up with Fox Falco, but never is in front of them. Do the aerial sooner. Sooner where possible. Where more possible / convenient. But yeah, like subfloat aerial back air is actually winds up covering the space below the stage more. Like it covers like the ledge more tightly.
Back air?
Yeah.
Oh.
So like it doesn't go like super low, but it does overlap the ledge more effectively. So I would say that like take advantage. Like I would seriously actually we have time for a quick demonstration. 7 is late anyway. So give me 1 second.
You have 7 coming in after?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that guy. He comes to our local sometimes. He's Illinois too.
Yeah.
Nice.
So like here, let's go to FD. And we'll turn fighter collision on. So like this is a normal float. As you can see, it's like pretty high up, but this is a subfloat. You notice like it like let's do the camera mode zoom. So like you'll notice it gets like way lower on stuff like down here, right?
Yeah, that's what I would think about it in context of down there. I've seen people do that before.
Yeah, you can see it like still matters on your other aerials.
It
Like,
still matters. Yeah, it does. Okay.
like hell, let's do attack on shield. Oh wait, let's not use Groshi for this. Let's use somebody somewhat normal. So like,
yeah, no, I do understand the value context of shield pressure. It definitely it's definitely way easier to get more frames of advantage.
hell yeah. So let's make sure that we're using that more effectively. I do have to go because he's now ready. But yeah,
good.
if you ever want to do this again, though, this was a great. I thought you were easy to work with, and this was like quite good. If you have any feedback for me, though, positive or negative, let me know. And
Okay.
Best of luck on everything ahead. Okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was very helpful.
All right. Wonderful. Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye.